The most elegant dresses, extravagant hairstyles, and extensive and beautiful smiles you have ever seen have graced our screens for decades. These actresses are almost definitely known to everyone in the world, but maybe not everybody knows that these women are more than just faces on your screen. So these are the 10 richest and most beautiful actresses in the world. Number 10, Angelina Jolie, $120 million. Mrs. Smith is one of America's favorite beauties of all time. The actress is widely known for her ethereal beauty and incredible talent. Interestingly, Angelina Jolie got into the entertainment industry when she was just 5 years old, and that has definitely paid off for her. Worth over $120 million, Jolie knows how to live life to the fullest. One of her prized possessions is the Cecil B. DeMille home in Los Feliz, LA, which cost $25 million. The actress loves flying and owns a private Cirrus SR-22, which costs $225,000. When talking about cars, Angelina Jolie has a modest collection that consists of a Ford Explorer, a BMW Hydrogen 7, and a Jaguar XJ. Jolie most likely spends the most on her children, so you could call them her crown jewels. Number 9, Sofia Vergara, $130 million. Making the lead cast of a family show as successful as Modern Family is more than enough to put you in the spotlight for a long time. Sofia Vergara, being an incredibly talented actress and smart woman, didn't waste time in demanding for the pay she deserved, skyrocketing her annual salary to close to $23 million. Worth $130 million, her lifestyle reflects it greatly. Her mansion is a $22 million, 12,100 square feet property that boasts of the finest traditional and classic decor. It has 9 bedrooms, 11 bathrooms, and a stunning garden among other rooms. And her car collection is made up of brands like Range Rover, McLaren, Mercedes-Benz, and Jaguar. The crown jewel of her collection, though, is her $1 million Rolls-Royce Dawn. Sophia has not done yet, and it probably won't be long before she climbs up on this list. Number 8, Julia Roberts, $250 million. An award-winning smile would be synonymous to the way Julia Roberts smiles. That endeared many fans to her, making her one of the most sought-out actresses in the late 90s and early 2000s. Some of the best rom-coms at the time had Julia as the main love interest, and honestly, the producers chose right, because these movies that she starred in had a collective success in the box office worth nearly $3 billion. Worth over $250 million, Roberts was the first actress in the world to be paid $20 million for a movie role, the highest anyone had ever paid an actress at that time. Per lifestyle, she owns a $4 million home in Manhattan, as well as a $5 million ranch in New Mexico. Her $8.3 million apartment in San Francisco is a sight to behold as well. Number 7, Sandra Bullock, $250 million. The amazing actress and producer, Sandra Bullock, is a force to be reckoned with because of her ability to make the most of her resources. From captivating fans with her on-screen performance to wowing audiences with her creativity when it comes to producing, Sandra has hacked it all. Worth over $250 million, Sandra still lands hit shows on screen and produces some of the best shows out there today. As a producer, she has produced 2 shows on Netflix and 1 on Hulu. Earning $25 million a year is greatly attributed to her role in Gravity. Earning that much gives you an eye for the better things in life, and a part of Bullock's portfolio is invested in some elegant pieces of real estate. She owns a $2.7 million property in Valley Center, California, about 15 other land properties, which collectively add up to $100 million. Plus, she resides in a $16.2 million mansion in Beverly Hills, which is just the home anyone would want to live in. Sandra Bullock is rich and beautiful, all right, but we've got even more people on our list. Like number 6, Jennifer Aniston, $300 million. We're not going to be eating Rachel's half shepherd pie, half trifle, and we're thankful for that. But we are also thankful that Jennifer Aniston graced our screens. Right from the start, Jen was already doing okay before she starred in the evergreen sitcom Friends. By the end of the 11-year widely successful show, Jennifer has made more than $20 million per season, plus royalties worth $10 million annually. Now that doesn't shock anyone, to be honest, because Aniston is definitely a talented actress. And now she gets paid $1.25 million per episode, on Apple TV's The Morning Show. Her real estate portfolio is impressive as well and includes a $20 million mega mansion in Bel Air, as well as $10 million more in property. She has a keen eye for cars too, including a $90,000 Audi A8, a $90,000 Range Rover SUV, a Toyota Prius, a Porsche 911 Targa, and a $200,000 Bentley Continental GT. We were on a break. Hey, that was Ross that said that, not us. We never go on breaks from getting new subscribers, so if you're watching this, why aren't you subscribed yet? Number 5, Jessica Alba, $390 million. Do we even need to introduce Jessica Alba anymore? Worth a whopping $390 million, Jessica has definitely made a name for herself by her staggering career portfolio. Alba earns a whopping $40 million a year, and half of it comes from movies. She makes the other half because if you can put a price on beauty, you can make money from it, and that's what Jessica Alba does. She has endorsements from beauty brands and is the co-founder of the Honest brand, which focuses on baby, personal, and home care products. The company earns more than $70 million in revenue yearly, so we can all see why Alba lives like the queen she is. When she's not working, she spends her time in her California mega mansion, which costs $14 million. If we lived in an 8-bedroom and 10-bathroom mansion, we would probably get lost multiple times in the first couple weeks. She also has close to $20 million in stock shares from companies like Visa, Intel, IBM, AT&T, and Meta. She also owns 3 yachts, 9 cars, among other luxuries. It's surprising that there are still bigger icons than this woman. Number 4, Victoria Principal, $400 million. Being an icon is not a day's job, and Victoria Principal is a lighthouse to all actresses in Hollywood today. Even though she has not been on the big screen for almost a decade now, her net worth has increased from what it used to be when she was still in Hollywood. Worth $400 million, she started raking in the dough from playing Pamela in Dallas. In the 1980s, Victoria launched her personal natural beauty company, which became Principal Secrets. She focused more on the brand, and it recently amassed $1.5 billion in revenue. By 2019, she sold Principal Secrets for an undisclosed amount. In terms of real estate, Victoria owns homes and properties from the global east to the west, including in Switzerland. She also has an animal rescue center just outside of Los Angeles. Beautiful, talented, and loves animals? Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Principal. Number 3, Reese Witherspoon, $440 million. Legally blonde or not, Reese Witherspoon has proved that she deserves the life she gets to live. Since her iconic role in Legally Blonde, Reese is now worth more than $440 million. For a while now, she earns $35 million from attending talk shows, producing movies, and acting yearly. She makes the most money from Apple TV's The Morning Show, where she earns $1.2 million per episode. She lives life to the fullest and isn't afraid to make daring purchases. Among them is a $6.25 million Malibu farmhouse, a Nashville mansion worth $3.3 million, and a fabulous Pacific Palisades manor that costs $12.7 million. She even has jewelry that costs $1 million. Owning rings and bracelets that cost $500,000 per set is definitely something that not many people can do. Number 2, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, $500 million. Speaking of proteges, the Olsen twins have been actors since childhood. The two first appeared on Full House, and it was a success all the way up. The twins are worth $500 million, and that is definitely attributed to their brilliant acting. Pre-teen acting helped them a lot, as they were one of the highest paid child actors at the time. They went on to establish a fashion label called The Row, which is now worth $1 billion. The twins retired from acting in 2004 and 2012 respectively, and solely focused on their brand. Their real estate portfolio is so impressive that it spans across 2 continents. In New York, they have a 4-bedroom penthouse worth $13.5 million and a 5-story townhouse in Manhattan worth $7.7 million. They also own a $7.7 million mansion in Hampton, as well as a $7.8 million apartment that faces the Eiffel Tower in Paris. Their vehicles include a classic Ford Mustang, a Mercedes-Benz, and a Gulfstream G550, which costs $60 million. They are very interested in contemporary art, as well as their portfolio, which is worth several millions of dollars. One of their most expensive purchases is a Richard Prince painting worth $140,000. Their jewelry collection is also something to look out for, but we can't wait any longer to bring you the richest of them all, a $3 billion icon. Number 1, Jamie Gertz, $3 billion. Being Jamie Gertz definitely isn't an easy life, because on one side of the country she is probably the best actress to walk the earth with amazing roles in Seinfeld, Twister, and Crossroads. And on the other side, she's known as the genius business person and the owner of the Atlanta Hawks. Worth more than $3 billion, Jamie's income comes from her successful career portfolio, as well as her brilliant investments in brands like Airbnb, Uber, and SpaceX. Investing in multi-billion-dollar companies is another way to hack it, and Jamie did that. Her real estate collection is worth more than $1 billion, and this includes the $10.6 million Hidden Hills mansion, a $38 million Montecito estate, her Malibu estate, also $38 million, and her mega and luxurious mansion in Beverly Hills, which cost $85 million. Now that's luxury for sure. But Jamie is also extremely generous, as she has donated to countless charities. Oh, to be a well-rounded woman. These women definitely have the life of dreams, and they did it by being amazing actresses. One billionaire that doesn't need to be on the big screen to keep the money up is Richard Branson. Here's a video of how this British billionaire spends $4.4 billion. Oh, and make sure you subscribe to enjoy the luxurious, would you? Thanks for watching.